How's everyone doing? So, Strength Chat episode 3. If you've missed the last 2 episodes, then check it out on the YouTube channel. Have a look and see what you think of them. Last week I chatted about training for hypertrophy, so basically putting on size, putting on a little bit more muscle and what to expect. I also chatted about increasing volume to put a little bit more size on. But is more volume always better? Okay. A popular method that some people use is they'll come into the gym and they'll do 10 sets of 10 or something like that. So a German volume method. That's not to say that that is a bad program, but that's not always the answer if you want to put a little bit more size on. Okay, especially if you're a new lifter. Again, referring back to the episode last week, due to the amount of volume, it'll just take you absolutely ages to recover between sessions. That's especially if you're doing 10 by 10 on squat, bench and deadlift. I know even for me, who's been lifting for a while, that would absolutely wipe me out. Okay. So, as well for bigger, stronger guys, their 1 rep max is going to be quite high. So to drop their percentage down to do 10 reps, it's going to be absolutely crazy, and it'd just wipe them out. Okay. So this isn't me saying that doing higher rep stuff is bad. You just need to be a little bit smarter about how you use it. Okay. So instead of doing 10 by 10, all right, drop those sets down. I would recommend dropping those sets down, maybe doing 5. Okay. This will mean that you can up the weight a little bit and get a little bit more quality in and aim to lift heavier weights. If you think doing 10 sets of 10, there's no way that every rep is going to be good form, and there's no way that you've got any chance of upping the weight. You'll end up using the same weight all the time, and the definition of badness is doing the same thing over and over again and expecting to get the same results. So if you're out there doing really high rep stuff and you're not changing, you're not putting muscle mass on, you're not getting stronger, obviously you need to change that. Okay. For the higher rep stuff though, what the research is suggesting is that for your upper body, doing lots of volume can make you have a bigger chest, can make you have a bigger back, can make you have bigger arms. Okay, your upper body can be trained a lot more than your lower body. It recovers a lot quicker. If you look at powerlifting programs, people can train bench a lot more than they can squat and deadlift, just because you recover a little bit more. The bigger muscles are in your lower body. So if you're wanting to add a little bit of higher volume stuff on, I would suggest doing that for your upper body. Yeah. So doing 5 sets of 10 or anything like that, just a little bit more volume. Your upper body can deal with it a little bit more. If you're wanting to put a little bit of size on your legs, that's a whole different story. Because they're bigger muscles, like I've said before, you need to cause damage to your muscles to make them bigger. Because your lower body has lots of big muscles in it, you need to cause a lot of damage to it. So doing 10 sets of 10, it knackers them out because a lot of blood, a lot of energy is used doing it. It doesn't necessarily cause a lot of damage. So you need to work a little bit longer to start getting a little bit of size on your legs. But from there, you need to be squatting heavy, deadlifting heavy. Yeah, for your upper body, doing higher rep stuff is absolutely fine because your upper body can deal with it a little bit more. So try and think about next time or in the new year or whenever you're next in the gym, high rep stuff for you. If you're wanting hypertrophy, high rep stuff, more volume for your upper body is really good. It'll work. But for your lower body, it's not always the answer, just because it'll take you absolutely ages to recover from that session. So if you did 10 by 10 on squat on Monday, it'll probably take you till Thursday to recover. And if you did go in the gym on Tuesday after doing a 10 by 10 on squat, there's no way that the quality of the session you're gonna have the next day is gonna be as good as if you did less work and then went in and did something else. Okay. So if you've got any questions about are you doing too much volume, are you not doing enough volume, comment on the link below. If you missed any of the other videos that I've done, check them out. But yeah, just get in touch if you've got any questions or anything like that. Okay, cheers.